What is up? Welcome to Post Concert High, the podcast where the show doesn't end. Follow along as we chat about all things concerts, bands, and venues in the CLE. Do you have your ticket ready? Because the show is about to begin.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like we start these the exact same way.
We do. We need to, I don't know.
Figure out a new
Yeah.
way of introducing and saying hi. How was your week?
It was a long week.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was good. It was good. It was just a week.
Yeah. I feel
They
that.
just all start to blend together at some point.
At least it's hopefully going to get warmer here soon. Hopefully we've seen.
I cannot wait.
I don't even want to say the S word, but hopefully we've seen the last of the
Hopefully.
4-letter word.
Next Monday, it's supposed to get back in the 30s, but all next week, it's going to be like 50s.
I'm okay with the 30s as long as it really feels like 30 and not like 10 degrees.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah, that's when it gets rough.
Right.
Although after 50 degree, every day, and then it goes down to 30s, then it's going to feel colder.
Right.
But, it is what it is for living here.
It's Cleveland. What are we going to do?
Yeah, for sure. All right. This week's episode is about Bailey Spinn, and she came with Glimmers and Senses.
Yes.
That was a good show.
It was a good show. I found the show because I wanted to see Senses. I'd been waiting for them to come to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And finally I saw them. And then I started listening to Glimmers too. And I really liked them. Had you listened to either of them before we went to that show?
I did not.
No, another show you weren't prepared.
Yeah, another show I just showed up to. But okay. I love it because then I find new stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I really like this group. So,
right.
It is what it is. But they were good, and it was a new venue that we didn't go to yet.
Yeah, neither of us had been to Mahall's before.
Which I really like Mahall's.
I do too. It's easy to get to.
It is.
It's on a nice part of Madison Avenue.
Yes.
And it's big.
There's a lot of options of where you can go inside of it.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure sometimes of and we'll talk about this during the Mahall's episode, but there's a lot of different rooms in the entire thing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of places. If you get bored in one room, you can just go to the next, and you're in a totally different room.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool place. So it was cool because that was our first time there, seeing Bailey Spinn.
Yeah. This was her happy ending tour, which I listened to a couple of her songs before we went, but I really didn't listen to much. And I was like, oh, if we stay for her, we stay for her. If not, whatever. I really just want to see Senses.
Did we stay the whole time, or did we leave a little early? I think we left a little early.
Yeah, we stayed for a couple of her songs. And then we were like, I'm good to go if you're good to go. And then we listened to a couple more songs, and then finally we left.
Yeah.
I feel like it was really cold.
Yes. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. All right.
So we're going to talk about Glimmers, even though we didn't get to see them, because good old Facebook let us down with the start time.
They let us down, totally.
So we were getting there thinking the show was going to start about a half hour, but it had already started a half hour ago.
So we completely missed them.
Yeah. We heard them from the lobby.
Yeah.
And they sounded really good.
Yeah.
But by the time we got in the room,
they were already done.
Yeah.
They were finishing up as we were just walking in.
Yeah.
Sad. Mm-hmm. But didn't they reach out to you?
They did. I think I posted a story on Instagram, and I was like, we missed Glimmers because of Facebook, but they sounded good from the lobby, and they reached out to me, and they were going to guest list
which is
us,
awesome.
Right, for the Pittsburgh show.
Okay.
But it was one night or 2 nights later, it was a Sunday night. And
Yeah.
I'm like, do I want to drive a couple hours to Pittsburgh to
Yeah.
listen to a 30-minute
Set.
set?
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, we could have heard the whole show all
Right.
over again,
Could have.
but I appreciated them for
Yeah,
at
that was
least reaching out.
I think that was a very good nice move of them.
Right,
That shows a lot that
right,
they are actually listening and caring and checking in on
right,
like what people are posting about them.
right. Especially because it probably wasn't their fault. It was probably because it was a Mahall's event. It was probably the venue's
Right.
post
Right.
of the event, so it wasn't even their
Right.
error. So for them to want to fix it,
Which is a little frustrating for them. I
right,
feel like they
right,
could have had more people there and
right,
they didn't because of a miscommunication of the start time. But
yeah.
all right. So you want to talk about kind of the little background of Glimmers?
So Glimmers is an alternative pop rock band. Um, their sound is like early 2000s pop rock meets original Disney Channel music that we all know and love,
I love
according
that.
to their bio on their website.
I love that.
So they're from Atlanta, Georgia. They were formed in 2020, but Maggie, who is the lead singer, was solo for about 5 or 6 years. They're currently not signed to a label. So it's Maggie and vocals, and then Alex D, Jeremy, Ari, and Alex N. Um, some of their popular songs. Uh, that's False Hope, not Hop. False Hope, Back to Hell, Bad Influence, and Jaded, which Jaded is like a song about being compared to Haley from Paramore.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
yeah, it's a fun song, but the lyrics are really good in it too.
Hmm.
But yeah, False Hopes, I love that song, but it goes hard. Like
Yeah.
listening to it in the car,
Yeah.
I like have to tell
Is it
myself
like heavier or is it just like in general or is it poppy?
it's still poppy, but it's a very I don't know how you would describe it, but my foot gets heavy
Yeah.
driving listening to it, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I try not to listen to that one while I'm driving, but sometimes you're just on the freeway and you just,
Right.
yeah.
I get it.
Their name comes from having a positive perspective. So finding glimmers of hope and positivity in every situation.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think that's so nice.
right. Especially in the day and age that we live in, it's very,
Yeah, whatever's happening.
yeah, it's very hard to be positive. So to have that outlook,
For sure.
and I feel like that comes through on their music as well.
I love that
Um,
so much.
but they've also opened for Set It Off, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and The Wildlife.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day we'll be able to go back and actually see them.
Yeah. They don't have any tours planned right now that they've announced at least.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully soon, because they did sound really good from the lobby. Like they sounded exactly like they're recording.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about them, you can go on their website, glimmersband.com. And they have a nice little about section on there. And then they have merchandise and such.
Do they have merch?
They do.
They had merch at the show. I almost got
Yeah.
some, but we talked about merch before. It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
No, honestly, it's not. Their t-shirts are like $30, which is, I feel like that's better than some I've seen.
Right. $50 t-shirts. You got to be out of your
Insane.
mind.
Yeah.
Is it made from silk? If it's silk, I'll pay $50 for it.
Yep.
If it's just, a cotton Gildan
Mhm.
t-shirt.
Yep.
Mm,
No thanks.
no. You better take a 0 off of that.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Yeah, no. So definitely check them out.
Yeah.
I have to listen to them some more. I haven't really gotten to because I didn't get to see them and
Yeah. This was another one of those shows that it was all female singers. Too.
I love that.
So
Yeah. I love it.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Fences.
I love them. I
Yeah.
really like when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, this is my
Yeah.
thing.
They're a vibe. Yeah.
She's fun and she's really good up on stage.
Yeah.
I felt like she looked natural and
Hmm.
comfortable and
Hmm.
her voice is excellent.
Right.
Like it's what's the word? She has more of like a fuller voice.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't
Yeah.
know.
I know it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And it just sounds like really natural, like coming out and singing. And she was really good. I liked her a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
But they're from Los Angeles.
Mhm.
They classify themselves as emo friendly punk curious, which I
It's
love.
like the perfect title for them.
It's so great.
Like alternative is just it's so versatile.
Yeah,
All
there's
the
a lot of different
subcategories in alternative, and I
mhm.
wish more artists would do this of like not just classify themselves as like
One thing.
punk rock or pop
Yeah,
rock.
yeah,
It's like, you know,
yeah. Now I I did like do they have hold on, I'm gonna bring up their they do have merch.
do they?
Yes, because like I remember seeing hats that said like emo friendly and punk curious, and I was like, this is great. I need one of these. I would maybe buy that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so this t-shirt is $25.
Okay. I'd spend $25 on a t-shirt. I don't think I'd spend more than that.
Yeah,
Like that seems like a nice amount. Like they're still making money, but
it's not like ripping.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed. So yeah, they have fun merch that you can get. They formed in 2019 and they met on where was it? Craigslist?
Yeah, they linked up on Craigslist.
It's a little weird, but I
They bonded though for their share of loud music and unruly bands, which is kind of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. And there was those two and then there was there another player up there?
There was, I don't think he's like a permanent member.
Yeah.
I think he was on tour. I don't remember if he was playing, he had to be playing guitar because I don't think
Guitar or bass.
Madison was playing
She wasn't playing.
guitar. She
No.
does play guitar, but I don't think she was playing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
yeah, they're signed to Hopeless Records. Did you say that already?
I don't think I got there
No.
yet.
Yeah, they're signed to Hopeless Records. They just
Last year.
signed. Yeah. It was like October or November last year.
Hmm.
So you got Madison on vocals and sometimes guitar and then Nick on drums.
Yeah.
You love their cover of Chapel Rowan's Good
Good
Luck
luck, babe.
Babe.
Yeah, it's a jam.
That's
I hyper fixated on it for a really long time.
yeah.
Like every day at least like 20 or 30 times, I'm not gonna lie.
It's on Apple Music. It's
Yeah.
their top song.
It's so good.
It's so good and I love that version.
And like the vibe is just like it sounds just like, nostalgic
Yeah.
and pop punk and it's just I don't know.
Like I like the original version, but it almost sounds like this is how it was supposed to be
Yeah.
sung from the beginning.
Yes. And I like that there's two versions because
Yeah.
depending on my mood, I will listen to whichever one I
Yeah.
feel like.
Right. Right.
But
But
yeah,
it's like they totally made it their own.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It was great. And I think that's like the perfect song for them.
It's like when Newfound Glory covers Disney songs and they
Hmm.
totally make it their
Yep.
own. It's like that was not the original
Nope, but it was still
song.
great.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And then they have a lot of popular songs like Sleepwalking, Me Against Me, Story of My Life, and then Every Little Thing, Better Than This, and their cover of Chapel Rowan's Good Luck Babe.
Hmm.
Um yeah, I really enjoyed I think that was my favorite part of the whole show, Senses.
Yeah, it
It
was
was a
very good.
it was good.
And I don't know if I told you this. So I think we went in the room and there's only one door to get in and
In and
out
out,
other
right.
than like emergency exits. And that's the same one that the artists come in and out of too. They don't
Right.
have a separate door for the artists to get to the stage. So we had walked out and we were in the lobby for a little bit. And when we were walking back in, I could like sense that someone was behind me. So I went to go hold the door open and I turned around and it was Madison. And I like, my heart stopped and then I just turned around and kept walking back in because they weren't walking in yet. They were just getting close to the door. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what just happened?
That's really funny.
Did I tell you about that when we
No,
were
I
there?
don't think you did.
No.
That's so funny. Oh my God, I love that.
I wasn't expecting to turn around and see her standing
Right.
right there.
Right. Yeah, that's so great. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Uh,
Oh man, that was a good I really liked them. I think they have a lot of good songs and I like just like their vibe that they put on stage.
mhm.
Like both of them, like it just was their own thing
Yeah.
and they were so comfortable and like they just looked natural on the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of chemistry, but yeah, that's just like they're very comfortable, like you said.
Yeah. And you could tell and I think didn't she did she write all her songs?
I don't know if
She
they write
writes
all of them, but they do write their own songs,
Yeah, cuz she started writing songs on her mom's guitar at 13.
which is pretty young
That
to
is
be
young.
writing songs at that
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
But I guess, that's when you start to have turn into a
Feelings and
teenager and your
yeah,
hormones are going crazy, so that's when you start to
feel
feel your
things.
feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she also grew up singing at local dive bars with her sisters, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. That is cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then Nick taught himself to play drums as a kid, which I can't imagine that was easy to teach yourself.
Now, I will say, I feel like some people just pick that up easier.
You think so? Just with like the way they learn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuz like my brother plays drums and
Mhm.
he'll still like mess around like he has a band that he plays with and he'll meet up with every weekend.
Yeah.
And actually I don't know if he still does, but uh he started playing when he was like I don't know, 10 or 11.
The drums are pretty like they can make it their own though. Like I feel like the drums set the tone for the
Correct.
song to
Yes.
begin with.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
feel like there's a lot of wiggle room on
Yes, so you can do your own thing on there. But it's funny because his daughter now like plays on
like the
like she
drums.
hits everything and like she'll like direct things. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be just like
You
your dad.
When's her birthday? Get her a drum set.
Oh,
Do it.
oh.
Do that.
Listen,
Do it.
my brother used to have a drum set in his room, which was right next to my
Oh
room,
boy.
which was right above the dining room. And one time he was practicing up there and he like almost knocked the or I don't know if he did or didn't, but like he would like shake the chandelier and
Yeah.
like I think it fell, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But it was that was fun because I would be like, "Shut up."
I would have got like a trumpet or something.
Yeah.
Played it right outside
Yeah.
his door. Oh.
Oh, I would play my oboe, but like I also just would put off practicing and he just really liked playing, so he would play all the time. And like yeah.
Did he I know this is totally off topic, but did
Mhm.
he ever like want to pursue that as a profession or he just did it cuz he enjoyed it?
He just did it cuz he enjoyed it. He likes some music stuff and like he went into a different thing. Um he's more of like a like techie person now,
Mhm.
so he does things on the computer. I don't know any of that stuff. He tried to like explain something to me like with cybersecurity, I don't even know. But he tried to explain something to me and I was like, "I don't know what you're saying. Can you like
Speak.
speak normal? I don't don't no clue what's happening right now." He once hacked into my Wi-Fi. He's
That's
like he
awesome.
was like sitting down and he like hacked in. He's like, "Hey, I hacked into your Wi-Fi." I'm like, "You literally opened your laptop like 1 minute ago.
But
Can you
just
fix it?" Like, can you
He
make it so it's not accessible to people?
just makes you wonder what else he's hacked into.
Right. Oh my
um,
gosh.
but yeah, I mean, I've tried to teach myself like the guitar and the piano, and it did not go good.
Now, once you start learning like the setup of it, it's a little
Mhm.
easier, but like, yeah, I'm not a natural at like
Right.
I can tell you where notes are on the piano. I can play like Twinkle Twinkle Little
Yeah.
Star
Yeah.
with some chords underneath it. I can do that.
Mhm.
Same with like guitar, I can play chords
Mhm.
and like I taught myself how to change like the strings and stuff, but
Yeah.
like I can't I could play like the chords to Free Fallin'.
Yeah.
Ding.
um, you need to bring a guitar and play that on one of
Just
these
that the
episodes.
whole time.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, that's all I got. You just like lift like one finger, like, move 3 times. The whole song.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know what we were talking about, but
Uh,
I got to that.
but yeah, Nick taught himself to play drums as a
Oh,
kid, and
yes.
then he played in different bands throughout high school and college. So
Okay, so he got a wide variety of
yeah,
different types of bands and what to expect on things, and
yeah,
so that's cool. They both had a good amount of life experience when it comes to music
yeah. That's
and
for sure.
performing.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
that's why they look so comfortable up on stage.
yeah, because if she started writing songs at 13 and performing at dive bars, like
Yeah,
at a younger age, then yes, I could see how they would be comfortable.
yeah.
So they're both lifelong musicians
Mm-hmm.
and they are touring.
They
They have
are. They're finally doing their own headlining tour.
That's awesome.
But yeah, they'll be in Columbus on March 26th at Ace of Cups. If you are in this area and you want to see them,
Yes. You
well,
should definitely go see them.
yeah.
It's a good show.
And they are
Wait, what?
their openers.
Oh, who they're touring with.
Oh, negative 25 and Massey.
Cool. Oh, and I don't know if you said this or not, but they did open for Boys Like Girls. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I can see it though. Feel like that's a good choice for them. And then
Yeah,
like that also gives them more like like visibility of who can see them and like if people didn't know about them, then
yeah,
if they like that, then I think that's a good choice of touring with.
absolutely.
But yeah, definitely recommend going to see them.
Yeah, they're really good.
So if you live in Columbus and want a good concert, I would definitely go there.
Yeah, that one sounds good.
It's coming up too.
Yeah, I think it's a Tuesday.
Hmm.
Did I say 26th? It's
Yes.
a Wednesday. But still, if you're local in Columbus.
Yeah, that's not a hard drive.
Yeah, and then the headliner, which we didn't know if we were going to stay, but we ended up staying for some songs.
We did. We stayed for probably more than half of her thing
Yeah, yeah.
just to see what it was all about. My thing's frozen, by the way.
Technical difficulties again.
Again.
Maybe one day this will work correct.
There we go.
So Bailey Spinn.
She is an alternative pop rock artist. She's originally from Virginia. Now, you were saying that she was popular on TikTok?
Yeah. So she was a successful influencer on TikTok and YouTube
I did not know that.
since the age of 17.
And she is how old? What, like 22 or something?
23, I think, now.
Okay.
Or she'll be 23 or
Yes.
24. Yeah. So she started her music stuff in 2022, which isn't that long ago.
Mm-mm.
She started by uploading covers to YouTube. And, with the following she already had, which kind of makes sense
That does make sense.
because I thought she was newer, and I'm like, that's pretty fast to be going on your own headlining tour that fast and for all these people to know her.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, when I saw everyone wearing her stuff, I thought it was like Avril Lavigne's shirt, like the
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't.
at
It
first,
has
and
that
then I
vibe.
like saw it and I'm like, oh, okay, this is all for her,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
She had a lot of like younger followers,
Yeah. Like young girls, like
like
teenage.
teenage, like
Yeah.
preteen, teen girls.
Yeah.
I was like, good. I mean, I guess at that age, you want someone to look.
Hmm.
Ours was like Avril Lavigne,
Yeah.
and you know, I would always dress like Avril Lavigne.
I wasn't quite there at that age. I was still like somewhat listening to Britney Spears
I was,
still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Britney Spears
So
too, Backstreet Boys, but yeah, Avril Lavigne was like my go-to. I literally would wear like my dad's tie
really.
over like a white tank top. Yeah, it was bad.
My goodness.
I did not look as cool as Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. I don't think anybody could ever look as cool as
Mm-mm,
her with a tie on.
no. But we lived and learned.
Yeah.
Anyway, she has 15 million followers on TikTok
Yeah. There's a lot.
and 1.2 million on Instagram. But that was to date. I don't know when this bio was written. So I'm sure she has more now.
Probably. She probably does. Let's let's go to YouTube.
Yeah.
There we
There.
go. Oh, she's got two. She's got 4.91 million subscribers on YouTube.
Okay, so that's a little different.
Yeah. Welcome to squeaking again.
Yeah, her puppy is back.
She just wants to say hi again.
Yeah, gives some character. So she started on. You said at 17. She
Yeah.
was 17 years old.
On YouTube.
Interesting.
She didn't start her music until 2022 though.
And she's currently signed with AWOL.
AWAL.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Previously artists without a label.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I think they should have left it that way, but
Yeah,
hey, whatever. I get it.
AWOL.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, another thing is she was inspired by a lot of like early 2000s type pop punk rock bands like Evanescence, Paramore, Avril Lavigne, and you can definitely hear that.
Yeah. You can.
Like you can definitely hear it in all of her music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she had quite a few popular songs like Happy Ending, My Worst Enemy, Runner Up, in Loving Memory, Cheap Motel, and she has a debut album coming out, which is called Loser, and it's coming out on March 28th. So
Yeah.
also coming up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
That's exciting. Yeah. I've heard some songs that she hasn't released yet and they sound pretty good.
Yeah, I did enjoy her. And when I said we left early, it's not because we didn't enjoy her. It was like also we're old. So we
Yeah.
just left.
Yeah.
Was it a day? Like a weekday?
It was a weekend.
But also I just like to sleep.
Yeah. I think you had your puppies too. So
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
So I had to get home to them.
yeah. And we were all the way on the west side. So
Yeah. True.
yeah. She did an Evanescence cover, but I don't remember which song she did.
I think it was like that
You gonna sing it?
yeah. It was the one that's like, I'm so tired of being here. That one.
Oh, okay.
Suppressed by all my childish fears.
Yes, yes.
If you have to leave. I don't know the words. I used to. I wish that you would just leave.
You should keep
Song-
going.
Da, da, da. You won't leave me.
Whoa.
These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. What if I just like passed out? like stabbed myself?
I just have to continue the show by myself until you woke up.
Time cannot. Okay, anyway. I'm dead. Cooked. I'm cooked. Is that the new thing that the children say?
I think so.
I've heard cooked and I'm like, what does that mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You're cooked. Did you take home economics? Is that what they mean?
Maybe. Is that still a thing?
No.
No?
They don't teach them basic life skills in school. That would make
They do.
too much sense.
Right. True. Yeah. Yes. But they have a class where they have like the fake babies.
That's weird.
Yeah, in a way, it's kind of good because they have to learn how to like take care of a baby when they're doing everything else. So they
Yeah.
have to bring this like child with them to classes and like to like band practice.
Yeah.
So usually they like pawn their children off on me when we're practicing. So I'm
I'd
just
be like,
holding like
no.
I'm just holding fake babies while they're twirling. And they're like, be careful of the neck. If you let it go backwards, you break its neck. And I was like, this is a lot of
For
stress
real?
for me. Yeah, like it
Wow.
like it doesn't actually break, but like
Right, right.
it'll like it keeps track of how you're
Yeah.
doing with taking care of this
I
child.
would purposely just like throw the baby at a wall and just see how bad of a grade I could get.
I know. I'm like, I'm like, children, do you know I don't have kids and like you're trusting me with your fake babies? Like,
You could trust me with your dogs, not
yeah,
your
give me
fake
your
babies.
dogs and you guys can just hold your children while you twirl your flag. That's fine.
Does
Oh
it
man.
like act up in the middle of the night too?
Probably. It was
That's
like
awesome.
it'll like cry and it'll like
Right.
yeah, you have to like change its diaper and give it food and like
Wow.
yeah. But anyway, that's kind of life skills, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Because you need to learn how to like actually function through I don't know.
How do we go from kids saying cooked to talking about fake babies?
There was cooked and then there was something else I had to ask about. I don't know. I don't know. Ohio? Do you know that's a word. That's like a word they use.
Are
It
they
means like
dissing our
weird.
state?
Yeah.
Listen,
Like Skibbity, Ohio or something. That's a thing. The first time I heard that was like from middle schoolers and I was like, I can't believe people actually like kids actually say this. I didn't hear any high schoolers say it. But like I was like helping out with like a middle school concert and like this kid like he's like, "Yeah, Skibbity, Ohio." And I was like, "What?"
what?
Excuse me? Are you just saying random words right now?
Right.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's a strange world we live in with everything.
Very, very strange. Jeez.
And then like all this unserious stuff and then there's still like more unserious stuff going on like in like the bigger spectrum
Yeah.
of the world and it's just like where do we live? Like
Right.
what is happening?
Ohio.
Skibbity, Ohio. Something weird. I don't know. We're gonna have to look up all these weird words.
Gen Z terms. Can you imagine what? Well, are they? They're on the cusp of Gen Z and Gen Alpha, aren't they?
Who?
Aren't they on the cusp?
Oh, I think so. I think like my niece is alpha.
She's at the very end of Alpha.
Oh, so she might be beta.
No, Beta started this year.
Oh, so she's like in the shift, like the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah. She'll be able to get both generations.
She sure will. She sure knows how to like use my phone and stuff.
That's
She takes
scary.
my phone and she's like, I'm like, what?
She a hacker like her dad?
Maybe, maybe.
Oh,
She's smart
she
though,
might be getting into your Wi-Fi too soon.
right? She's gonna be like, I hacked into your Wi-Fi. I'm like,
Maybe you just need a stronger password like mine.
yes, yes.
Oh,
So yeah, I before we get off on a whole nother thing, I actually want to look up. Hold on, you can go on if you want.
no, but this was a good show and it was
This,
a good
yeah,
experience at Mahall's, and we'll go into details about all the different areas of Mahall's.
yeah,
But this was like their main venue room was a nice place to start for a smaller, more intimate venue.
yes,
The only thing that I was a little surprised about is the lighting in the room because it was pretty bright.
it was, yeah,
Because normally it's just, around the stage, they have their lights
yes,
or there's just a light on the stage. And this was it like a rope lighting all the way around?
yeah. I was gonna say it was definitely more of like a decorative type.
Yeah.
It wasn't like meant for lighting. It was like a decorative
Yeah.
type.
But it was just the vibe in the room itself was weird because of how bright it was. I mean, it wasn't like bright, like they turned all the lights on,
Yeah.
but it was brighter than I've experienced
Yes.
being at any venue
Like a
place.
concert.
Yeah. So it was kind of, that took me a minute to get used to that. I was like,
Yeah. Yes. I
it's
would
too
agree with
bright in here. Like people can see me.
that. Yeah, you could literally see everything.
Yes. It was cool though because people had food. Like they went and got food and you were allowed to bring it in the room.
Yes. That
Like
was cool.
there was nowhere to sit and eat it. You had to stand and hold it, but I'm like, "Oh, that smells good."
Yeah. It did smell good. I do remember that. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can't I'm like trying to catch up on like Gen Z slang, but Ohio is a Gen Alpha slang word.
That makes sense.
It
Okay.
is used as an insult to describe something or someone that is weird, embarrassing, or cringeworthy.
Sounds like the people of Ohio.
Right.
We're all weird.
We're all weird.
I don't know if I'd call us cringeworthy, but
Hold on, let's see what. And then skibbity can mean cool, bad, or dumb. So anything, apparently.
I feel like they used that term in the 80s, like in Son in Law,
Skibbity. Uh huh.
when he goes off on that tangent talking to the dad.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
anyway,
So they're insulting their own state that they live in.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yes. This is just, it's weird. Eight, oh, eight is still a thing? Like you ate?
You ate?
Yeah, like, oh, you ate that.
Like you literally ate
your
some?
look is like you ate
Oh, you
it.
ate that. Okay. So it's like slay or something.
Yeah, I think that would be Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's too much.
yeah.
Too
Guys, you gotta like calm it down.
there's too much. Like
For us millennials,
we had the abbreviations. I mean, I think we had the best.
one of my kids said, she's like, I hate millennials. And I was like, wow.
Thanks. Well, we hate you too. Jesus.
I was like, thank you. That was very aggressive for no reason.
Wow. Just kidding.
Skibbity
We
toilet?
don't hate anybody.
This is weird.
Skibbity toilet. What? Oh my gosh.
They have a Gen Alpha translator.
What?
This is too much.
Is it like an app? Or is it just online?
It says enter normal language and it'll
Enter normal language because they don't speak a normal language.
Okay. Let's see.
Bet it. Bet it.
That's for real.
For real.
FR.
Bet it.
So hell yeah. I looked up what hell yeah means and bet for real is FR. Bet for real is hell yeah. What should I look up? I need
Ohio.
Ohio. Normal language. Ohio. No, that's not it.
We can't spell our own state even though it's only 4 letters.
OHI
Oh, what is it?
OHIO vibes for real, for real. Are we cool yet? All
Hey,
right.
everybody knows the OHIO. We did that at Margaritaville in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Everyone was like,
Well, they
Everyone
have
does
somebody on
oh,
on stilts. I think they might have been on stilts, going around, and they're like, "Where are you from?" And we're like, "Ohio." And of course, somebody else in the room's from Ohio. What do? OH.
Ohio.
There was a lot of Ohio people in the room.
I looked up where are you from, and it said where you at, fam. Where you at, fam? Or yeah, where you at,
Hey.
fam? Anyway, I could do this for hours.
I think I'm just not going to talk to them.
Yeah.
I'll just skip the hassle.
As someone who has to work with them every day, I'm like, I have to learn these things. So I feel like
You should
I feel like
study it.
like Dumbledore, like searching like the slang words. Just like me when I'm looking up the popular slang of today.
They should have a class for all the faculty to take to
Yes,
understand their students.
agreed.
That should be part of it.
Yes, I think that needs to happen because it's rough.
I can imagine. It's almost like they're speaking a different language.
Yes, it sure is. Another off story, and then we can move on. One time my family and I went to we took like a 2 week road trip
Mm-hmm.
across the country. So we like stopped in Kansas City and then Colorado and then kind of came back. We went to St. Louis, stuff like that. So we went to our cousins in Kansas City and we went and saw a Royals game
Okay.
when they were playing the when they were playing Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And like we went now it was like 100 plus degrees
Oh, geez.
and we were tailgating beforehand.
Mm.
Anyway, I may have had a couple too many drinks.
Yeah.
And my mom had to like hold my arm and walk me out. But I think it was because it was so hot and like when it's that
Yeah.
hot, like your body doesn't process things the same.
No.
And I was like drinking beer, which I don't drink. Have you ever seen me drink a beer? Oh, that one time when I got a non-alcoholic one.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
only
not a
time.
I'm not a
No.
beer person. So like my mom had to like hold me by the arm. Now, mind you, this was like I was like young. I was like 24.
Okay.
So it's not like now. It's not like my mom walking me out at 34 years old. Like that might be a little concerning. Anyway, I was young and like she was like walking me out and I was just talking to whoever was around me. I was just making conversation. And I was like, yeah, we're from Cleveland. And I think we lost or something. And the guy next to me was like, oh, yeah, I'm from Cleveland too. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then, like, I'm like, oh, well, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm just from like a suburb outside of Cleveland, like Menor. And I was like, oh my God, me too.
How likely is
Now,
that?
mind you, we are in Kansas City. And I was like, oh my God, me too. What school did you go to? And he's like, Lake Catholic. And I was like, oh, I went to Menor. How crazy.
That's crazy.
And then I went and sat in the back of my mom's car and then threw up on the ground.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Should drink water instead of beer if it was that hot.
Yeah, I remember walking around and we got like my cousins had like access to this like bar thing and we went there and like it was interesting.
Nice.
I had a good time until the end.
Yeah. Your mom had to walk you out.
Yeah, and then I had to sleep on a air mattress that deflated.
Oh, that's always a pleasant experience.
It was good. It was a good trip.
Yeah.
Besides that was the one day I was
Yeah.
not okay.
Did
But
Cleveland win?
no, they lost.
Oh.
Yeah, normal Cleveland behavior.
Yeah. But we can normally.
The Guardians and the Cavs have been doing really decent.
I haven't been keeping up with either of them. Well, they're in.
The
The
Cavs,
Guardians, are they still in preseason?
yes.
Yeah.
The Cavs have been they like clinched the spot first before anyone else in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing decent. Anyway, we are really off topic.
Yeah, sorry about that. Back to this show. We really covered it all already. It was a really good first experience at Mahall's and seeing all these bands.
Yes, I would say definitely go see all of these guys. Even though I didn't get to see Glimmers, I still would say go see them.
Yes.
They sounded good from outside.
They did. And it was pretty nice. Nice. I was going to say classy, and then I said nice, so that's why it came out nicey.
Nicey? Nicey. It was a nicey show.
We're just making up words like in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Gruel.
Yes.
But yeah, it was very nice of them to reach out since we didn't get to see them. But I'm sure we'll see them the next time they come to the area.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, this show was it was fetch.
Very.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Gretchen. Okay, anyway.
But yeah, but
Would you see them? Would you see Glimmers again? Or
what?
once?
Yes, I would love to see them
Yeah.
for the first time and not just hear them from the lobby.
Yes. Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you too.
I would see them.
Okay.
How about senses? Should we answer together?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. How about Bailey Spinn?
I mean, if she was with someone else, sure.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like if there
Like
was
I
a
didn't
good,
not like it, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like she was like the Avril Lavigne of our time for like the younger kids. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
kind of like a
She just dresses totally different.
like a
she's
like a
very,
Gen like a Gen Z version of
yeah,
that.
yeah. But
So
the
like
sound is very similar.
yeah,
Yeah. So if you like Avril Lavigne or Evanescence,
or yeah, even was it Paramore?
Paramore,
Yeah, I would agree.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, how would you rate this? How would you rate this concert?
I'm gonna go a 3 on this one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to 3 on this one.
Okay.
Well, we didn't get to see Glimmers, so
So yeah,
I
just that
can't.
whole thing, like
Yeah,
anyway, was a
yeah.
pain in the butt.
But it was a solid show. I don't want to put it at a 4 because I don't think it meets those qualifications
Yeah.
of a 4. Plus the lights, which the bands have no control over the ambience in the room, but the room was just
Yes.
it was a weird vibe for me. So yeah, a solid 3 plus.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your rating?
I mean, I'll have to say a 3 also. I really enjoyed Senses. I hated how they messed up the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think I would really like to give it like another chance because I feel like we just didn't get a whole like the whole experience because we were already late.
Yeah. I feel like it might have been a 4
Yeah.
if we got to experience all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because like if we're late by choice, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
like we were late because someone else
Yeah.
messed up the time, and that was kind like that'll
Yeah.
jack me up.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Like I could literally be in an emergency situation, everything would be fine, and I'd be the chillest. But if one little thing changes in my schedule, I'm just like
Right.
meltdown.
Right.
I don't know.
I feel like it was also very hard to see them on stage too. I mean, they had some tall people right at the front to begin with.
Yes.
But it's almost like the stage isn't high enough.
Yeah, I would say that room in Mahall's is probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
But I also haven't been in the apartment yet,
Right.
so I don't know that. But I feel like I would like that area.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's something we'll get into it in a different episode.
Yes.
But yeah, so we enjoyed this show. It was a solid show. We'd probably go see it, the whole thing again just to like give it another chance because it was a little just timing and stuff got messed up.
Yeah. It was a funky situation. But as far as the artists go,
Artists
don't have anything bad to say about any of them.
No. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I definitely think you should go check out all these guys. We'll put their links in somewhere so you can go find it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so definitely check them out. And we will see you guys later, I guess.
We'll see you next week.
Peace out. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Come back for more awkward millennial concert adventures. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Post Concert High. Be on the lookout for future episodes on YouTube.